and allow it to destroy businesses, destroy the economy, destroy lives. People are going to be sitting at the Thanksgiving table missing people this year because of him. And so, you know, I watched that, and to me, it really, and I just got to say it, I got to be honest, it undergirds and really confirms the power of the illusion of white supremacy. Because y'all going to sit here and watch your jobs gone, your businesses gone, your communities gone, your relatives gone, and vote for him anyway. That's bizarre. But that's where we are. And so, you know, as a community, I think we have to recognize that reality. It doesn't mean panic. It doesn't mean be afraid. It doesn't mean backpedal. What it means is recognize the moment that you are in. Recognize the impetus for that moment. Recognize that this is about, more than anything, in my view, white supremacy. And the refusal to accept that in a system that was created to uphold white supremacy, that y'all lost. And so there is going to be some anger. There is going to be some resentment. There is going to be some pushback. There is going to be some insanity because they are following a person who is clearly delusional and insane. Because you lost the election by like 5 million votes and you standing there talking about you didn't lose. You're going to court and filing lawsuits with no evidence. You believe in some mailman from Erie, Pennsylvania who was like, oh yeah, the supervisor told us not to turn in these ballots, and he lying. You never checked to see who he was, never vetted him to make sure that this was somebody that was credible, never did any of that, just took that mess that he said and just ran with it. We are in a place where we have to be cognizant. We have to be aware of what is going on around us and why, so that we can be prepared. But the other thing that we have to do is to be proactive. That means we're not reacting to what other folks are doing, that we are being proactive around what we need to do. One of the things we need to do, and it's a simple thing, is love each other, take care of each other, look out for each other. That means that, guess what? Instead of giving each other grief, give each other jobs. Right? It means that instead of acting like victims, we take on the posture of victors. It means that we do everything that we can to take care of our community, knowing that there are these folks out here who want to see us fail more than anything else. That we love us enough to take care of us. That's one. The second thing you have to do is you have to prepare for what's coming down the pike. See, they've been preparing, right? And I'm talking about Republicans. I'm not talking about any race or anything like that, but Republicans have been preparing. They prepared to get a 6-3 majority on the Supreme Court because they knew how important it was. They prepared to keep the majority in the Senate because they understood how important that was. We have to be preparing. We have to understand that there are other things coming down the pike. January 5th, we need to be supporting Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff in Georgia. Send them some money. Call your people in Georgia. Tell them to vote. Do everything that you can to make sure that we are prepared and moving in a way where we are 2 steps forward instead of 3 steps back. And then I think the third thing that we have to do is we have to be in a position where we can actually move forward instead of trying to hold ground, right? That means make some investments, buy some property, stop buying so many hoagies and cheesesteaks. You know what I mean? Make some investments in yourself and in your future and in your children. And I know it's not like we got all of this money, but you know what? We have some things that we can do, that we can cut in order to better use the money that we have. We spend $1.3 trillion as a community. We have to start investing in us. And then whoever wants to come alongside and help with that, whoever wants to come alongside and be an ally, whoever wants to come alongside and be part of it, that's great. We support you too. But there are some steps that we have to take. in order to move forward as a community. Because trust me, there's some other folks taking some steps to try to move you backwards as a community. I want to hear from you. Give us a call, 215-634-8065. That is 215-634-8065. That is the number you can call to get in on the conversation right here at WURD Radio, and let us know where you are on any of these things we are talking about on this morning show. We are watching, just insanity, stuff we have never seen before in our community. We are watching things that we couldn't have imagined 4 years ago. We are watching all of these things take place, and it's like, we cannot be caught flat-footed. And so what that means, again, is recognizing the moment, recognizing where this moment is coming from, recognizing who the folks are who are trying to stand against us and why they are doing it. You have to realize, you have to think about your enemy's mindset in order to better understand how you can win. The other thing is looking toward the future and understanding that there are some things we need to be preparing for right now. We can't keep waiting until the last minute and be like, all right, y'all, run out, vote. No, it's not just about voting. You vote, and then you hold people accountable. You vote, and then you make some demands. You vote, and then you get out into the street and protest. You vote, and then you take care of the economics of your community. You vote, and then you take care of the people in your household, on your block, in your city, in your suburb, wherever it is that you live. People have to band together. Because, again, we're dealing with stuff that's not just about what you see. I agree with Ephesians 6:12, where it says our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. We're dealing with stuff that's beyond what we can see, man. But there are some things that we can do in the moment in order to prepare to win. I want to hear from you. Give me a call, 215-634-8065. That is 215-634-8065. That is the number you can call to get in on the conversation right here at WURD Radio. Let us know where you are on these various things we are talking about on this morning show, 215-634-8065. That is 215-634-8065. So I know some folks are commenting on Facebook this morning, Kawesa. What are they saying on Facebook?
We do have a couple comments. Erica, they care about power over people. It's beyond demonic. Gail Robinson, preach, Solomon. This is truth. Kia Fisher Copeland, now he is recanting the recant and saying senators forced him to recant his initial story. Herb Blunt Jr. says racists love racism, not civil rights. Erica is also saying we, the people, Democrats, are too complicit. And then she was cracking up about you saying, put the hoagie down. I like my hoagie. No, I hear you, though. You're right. Sharon Edwards, truth is stranger than fiction. Linda Shields says, yay, my Facebook feed is working now. Thanks, Word, and God, thanks for the good word, Solomon. I love the rap from your mentee. Funky and awesome. That's right. We must keep fighting. And lastly, and also, but before I even get to the next one, shout out to Mike Thomas. I know that he probably isn't hearing this. He's running around and busy, but he has been helping out. He fixed this feed over here. So shout out to Mike. We have so many people here at the station who are always constantly behind the scenes, making sure that we keep things up and running. So really appreciate him. Gail Robinson says 45 and his minions are going and he has to live with this. He needs to take a little sugar with his juice because he's gone. So that's another comment that we have here as well. And I was just trying to see if anyone else had made any mentions. Nicole Grind Making Flippin' says, yes, we got work to do. You speaking that talk. So those are some comments that we have on Facebook.
Yeah, it is absolutely about the work and about the preparation. You have to prepare in order to win. And with this election, the level of organization, the level of preparation was I think unprecedented, and it's showing now. You had the president really step on his own message in terms of telling people that mail-in ballots were corrupt and they can't be trusted. That was a dumb thing to do. And for that reason alone, you shouldn't be in leadership, because your people could have been voting by mail-in ballot too, but you told them that they were corrupt and that they couldn't be trusted, and don't do it. Don't, you know what I mean? And so the reason that you lost is yourself. That's why you lost. It's not anybody else's fault. It's not anybody, engaging in chicanery, like none of that, right? You lost because you told your voters that mail-in ballots were corrupt. And so when the mail-in ballots came in, guess who they were from? Democrats. And so that is why your lead disappeared, because your people voted in person and everybody else voted by mail-in ballot. And the mail-in ballots take longer to count. Like, that's it. It ain't no, you know what I mean? It's no mystery. You lost because of your own mouth. That's why you lost. So eat that. You know what I mean? Like, be a man. And that's the other thing. Like, why would you follow somebody who has so little intestinal fortitude that they can't admit that they lost and lost badly, right? Why would you follow somebody? That ain't no man. That's not an adult. You know what I mean? You admit that you lost. I lost. You know what I mean? Congratulations to the winner, and you move forward. But to be running around wearing that little flag pin like you love America so much, jumping on stage, hugging the American flag, oh, this is my baby, I love it. Shut up. You don't love America. Because if you loved America, you would not do what you are doing. You would not tear the country apart. We're going to talk about it on the other side of this break. But first, it's What's Trending. I'm Solomon Jones. It's WURD. We'll be right back.
There's a pressing need to strengthen pathways to better jobs in communities of color. That's why Bank of America is investing $1 billion to advance racial equality and economic opportunity.
I'm Jim Dever, Greater Philadelphia Market President for Bank of America. We've partnered with Coded by Kids to connect people to new skills and employment opportunities. It's just one way we're taking action in Greater Philadelphia right now.
Bank of America N.A., member FDIC, equal credit opportunity lender.
Buying something from a dealer just sounds a bit, well, put it like this. My cousin Ray Ray got arrested for buying something from a dealer. So why would you want to buy your car from a dealer? Hi, everybody. This is Nick inviting you to buy your next car from Jerry over at Cardex. See, they're not dealers. They're like a car concierge service. They design a car around you. Almost any make. If it's not on the lot, they'll go out and get it for you. So use my car concierge, where I've already bought 4 cars. Cardex at 116 East Glenside Avenue in Glenside, Pennsylvania. Check them out online at cardexinc.com. Or call Cardex at 215-886-3230.
Monday through Thursday, keep it locked to WURD Radio. At 6 a.m., start your day with the Power Hour, hosted by Bishop Dwayne Royster and Reverend Mark Kelly Tyler. At 7, it's Wake Up with WURD with Solomon Jones. At 10 a.m., it's Reality Check with Charles Ellison. Then at 1 p.m., it's The Source, hosted by Andrea Lawful Sanders on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, and the Black Women's Leadership Council on Wednesdays. At 4 p.m., it's Evening Words with Nick Taliaferro. Then at 7, it's Save Space with Sincerely Sarita. At 9 p.m., round up your day with Keeping It Real with the Reverend Al Sharpton. Keep your dial locked to WURD Radio, 96.1 FM and 900 AM WURD. Streaming live on WURDradio.com and the WURD Radio app. Or watch live on WURD TV via Facebook and YouTube. WURD Radio. Independent Black Media. Back by popular demand. It's Wake Up with WURD, hosted by Solomon Jones. Right now on WURD Radio, 96.1 FM and 900 AM WURD. what's trending.
Yo, that's crazy.
On Wake Up with Word.
Pastor John Gray is making headlines again for allegedly cheating on his wife again. Pastor Gray took to Instagram to honor his wife, Aventer Gray, and says despite the fact that he was emotionally cheated, he has never slept with another woman. The popular South Carolina pastor of the Relentless Church has been accused of cheating as far back as 2019.
And First Lady Melania Trump is following in her husband's footsteps by reportedly refusing to meet with Dr. Jill Biden. Not only has the First Lady refused to congratulate the soon-to-be new First Lady or set up a meeting, she's also posting messages on social media that seem to echo her husband's sentiments that he was cheated during the election.
And Blue Ivy Carter, the eldest daughter of Beyonce and Jay-Z, has narrated the book Hair Love, according to its author Matthew Cherry. In addition to appearing in some of her mother's music videos and at events with her parents, this year Blue Ivy won her first BET award for collaborating with her singer mother on the single Brown Skin Girl. And that is what's trending.
All right, so that's what's trending right here on WURD Radio. We want to hear from you. Give us a call. 215-634-8065. That is 215-634-8065. That is the number you can call to get in on the conversation right here at WURD Radio. We are, of course, taking your calls at 215-634-8065. You can also weigh in on Facebook at onWURD, FORWURD. That's FORWURD. And let us know where you are on these various things we are talking